Yeah, so I'm just quickly recording a video to show you some of the stuff, so fairly certain this is recording. So I'm not gonna, pause too much of the stuff, but one thing immediately to keep in mind is that reticle will always target where you are. So if you're on the platform here and you plat drop and you react to them neutral being right here, you can just run at them because it's not gonna hit you. Now another thing, shield, right here, you want to dash shield. Instead, you kind of just walked up and shielded because you expected the side B. Here's why I think you should do dash shield. So, right over here, right? So, you get the shield here, right? So you shield the neutral B, the orbital or whatever it is. So here it is, right? That's minus 24 on shield. Then you expected a side B. Now the problem with this is that, or another up B, is that when you shield it, it's minus 24 on shield, right? So you can act 24 frames sooner than she can, which means that if she wants to do another auto reticle, that'll be about, what is it, 44 frames. So there's no possible way that she's going to be able to do that, right? So she's not going to do that. If she does side B, it's also going to be fucking 52 or whatever. I just did the quick math. But basically, you want to do a dash shield, right? Because if they do, that means that if you dash shielded here, if you can see my cursor, and they did another side B, there'd be minus 24. That means that you could, let me just search it up. You should be able to so you should definitely be able to dash attack, because dash attack is frame 8, but you also might even be able to dash down tilt, because that'd be frame 19, if that reaches from here to here. I think it would. And another thing you could do is possibly... Oh, you could do a run forward aerial as well, like a forward air, but you could also do side B because that's frame 16. And at this range, when you shield it right here, you absolutely would get it, right? So one thing I want you to notice though is that after they do neutral B, they're not really going to look for another side B or neutral B, or if they do, you can punish it by doing the dash shield, right? But dash shield covers more than just the neutral B. So you do shield here, shield. If you did a dash shield here, the only thing they could get off, they would have to call out your grab with your shield with a grab, right? So if they dash attacked into you to try, get out of the corner, you could punish that because Palutena's dash attack is minus 23 to 21, and I don't think it crosses up if I remember correctly. So you could definitely get like a grab or an up smash. Obviously a grab at this low percent. And if they try to poke you out, you can still beat them out because it's still pretty unsafe on shield. And if they hold shield, you can just side B, right? Obviously, like then they've got like roll in, but that's like a bit of a really committal option, right? So if you did shielded here, I think that would have given you a much better lead. So anyway, you win this neutral interaction, you get the up air, you kind of auto-comboed here, but I'm not really sure. I think maybe just don't commit to that sort of stuff, not at this stage of the game, because it's a bit too early. But anyway, you get a nice out of shield here, you side B here, they whiff punish you here. I don't know if you're SDIing, but do SDI up and out and mash jump when you're in Palutena's Nair. Alright, so you get the nice take chase, and here we're going to see one of the first examples of whiffing details. So right here, D-tilt is active. We can see that by going up here to down tilt and pause. So this is the animation that you are stuck in. We can see it by the big foot and right there. And we look next frame. Slow this down. Next frame. Now it's over. As we can see here, the foot is up, and now it's over, which means that you've completely whiffed the down tilt here, unfortunately. So I think this is why you need to kind of use the down tilt a little bit later. Alright, so you use another down tilt, which I like, actually, because, then you kind of pressure them off the ledge. Nice punishing, using low whiff moves. Again, right over here. Just quickly. Don't want to, drag too... I mean, that's, kind of an obvious whiff, right? Oh, sorry, that was the before one. But right here, this is another whiff that we'll see right up. So you go here. Slow it down. Down tilt, 1, 2. and now it's gone, and there, because you can kind of follow the line up there, they weren't even grabbing the ledge. So you were just a little too early on that again. So I like what you were looking for there, kind of looking for an option. I think this is when you need to utilize more dash shielding, because as we can see here, he gets a lot from you not dash shielding, right? So he gets a lot of nairs. So right here, nair. You jumped in, he won the air to air because she's Palu, and instead you ate a lot, right? So dash shield here would have prevented this. Nice, up, be at a disadvantage. Again, being in the air definitely hurts, and then just got side beat. They're always going to do, like, if they hit you with a neutral B, they're probably going to go for a side B, or at least that's what Strike does a lot of the time. But yeah, I don't know, like something to keep in mind. Okay, here we go. You get hit by side B. They're -2, right? They're going to do a auto reticle. It is not active yet. It's focused onto you, but it's not active yet. So you here, you dash shield to here, and then you punish the on shield by doing another dash shield to here, right? So you've closed the gap, and then they're forced to do something else. But because they hit you, they got a side B. And basically, a big problem of that is that you're kind of just getting walled out. So doing the dash shields helps you from getting zoned out as strong as you are here, right? So when they do a side B or a neutral B, do a dash shield. And then when they do the next projectile, do another dash shield, right? Essentially, they're going to corner themselves by standing still and turreting you because you're going to be shielding all the projectiles, if you know what I mean, right? So you shield this one, no dash shield. Again, you do a dash run shield when they haven't buffered anything. And then you don't react to the side B. I don't know if that... I'm pretty sure that's reactable. Let me just check. Yeah, it's frame 28. So it is reactable. So try look out for that sort of animation. You can tell when she's like just stretching out her arm to do the pole thing. And again, we see the power of her. Definitely try stay more grounded versus Palutena. So right here, I like that you jumped here actually. That was really good. But you did jump a little too low where up air would have hit. But again, right here, walking on the platform, up tilt, amazing anti-air to kill you at 129. That's insane. Obviously, it was fully fresh, but you definitely got to be aware of that. That's crazy. All right, so nice, good corner pressure, getting the up throw. I'm surprised this didn't kill. I looked over this VOD and I was really surprised. Interesting ledge trap. I feel like you might have misinputted there, but I like the angle you went for on that upbeat. Right here, so if you fully shielded that, you would still be -2. So in those scenarios, it's usually better to either hold shield or just kind of roll away because they're going to look for the nair. Like when you're that close, obviously. Nice side B. Here we are. They're -24, you dash shield. And that beats out all of their projections they had here. They went for an anti-air. You could have gone underneath them and gone for like an up air or something like that. But I like the counter. That's pretty good. And you got a really nice 56%. And was that a bit of an early down tilt, or were you just trying to condition? I think here you were specifically trying to condition. So I think I'm fine with this width. Sorry that you're hearing the Discord notifications. Yeah, I don't think you were looking for the 2-frame there. Or maybe you were, but I think you were a bit early anyway. Let's see if you were. Get the side B, bang. Dashing down to... Oh, that looks pretty close, but I think that was maybe a little too late. But I don't think you were looking for it anyway. I think you were just looking to pressure it. The ledge. Right there, though, that's being a little too early. So not this one. This one was a little too late. You got the corner pressure right here. Neutral B. They get to ledge, but you whiff the down tilt a little too early. That was actually getting pretty close, though. But I think it was a little too early. Oh, was that a little too late, actually? No, that might have been a little too late. Never mind. My bad. One thing you can do is you can listen to the sound cue of Palutena's guide up B. Or just the visual. I mean, but local sometimes is visual. I don't know. In general, it was that you were hitting it a little too early. Alright, dash shield. And that would have punished the second guidance, and then you could have side beat him. Obviously, you side beat him here, but that's because he did a down smash. I think that was a bit of a hasty side B, but you would have gotten him if it timed it a little bit later. I'm surprised the back throw didn't kill there. Is that a little too early? Let's check. No, that was a little too late. And here you were kind of just relying on drift instead of jumping. I think you had a jump left. Let me just check. Okay, no, so you were playing a bit too in the air, so you didn't have a jump left. Yeah, definitely play a bit more grounded versus Palutena. Those are hard side Bs to avoid there. Did you have jump? Yes, you did. Okay, so you use jump there, and that forces them to kind of like guess on your landing. Kind of, obviously, but needs to use a little bit more fast volley dodge. Alright, and then the up smash gets you. Alright, that's the only thing I'll look at right now, because unfortunately I've got some essays and stuff to do, but I did look at your other matches in here, and I think a lot of the mistakes that were made in this game could be applied to the other game. With the 2-frame timing, I've noticed now some of them were a little too late. I do think on average you were a little early. But just look over and see how you feel about it. You definitely didn't use any fast fall air dodge, which cost you a lot of stocks. And as a fast faller, you should be using fast fall air dodge because if he commits to an up air, he's always going to do it rising, right? He's never going to do like a landing up air, at least most of the time. I don't think he usually does that, which means that you're usually going to be an advantage when you land below him. And other than that, I think make sure always to do a dash shield after you get hit by reticle, or if you're about to get hit by reticle. Or sorry, shield if you're about to get hit by reticle, and then dash shield. And if you get hit by side B after that, dash shield. You know, just always dash shield versus Palutena's projectiles, in my opinion, after you get hit by a projectile on shield. Anyway, I hope this was helpful.